Today we're playing F1 2002 made by EA, but it's remastered. Now we're going to quickly run you guys through all the teams, cars, drivers. If you don't want to see that, click the timestamp down below for the race start. So we're going to rattle through all the cars and drivers on the grid. I'm going to do it off the dome, so if I get some wrong, I apologise. But we begin with our car today, the Arrows, the orange Arrows from Heinz-Harald Frentzen and Enrique Bernoldi from 2002. Of course, Arrows were never really that quick, but their run of car liveries from 1997 to 2002 was premium iconic. I urge you to check it out. Every single one from 97 to 2002, epic. And then we go to the most famous minnows in the world, Minardi, also a livery which I love. It's black, we get a lot of that nowadays, but before the carbon fibre frenzy which we have on the current grid, this was actually quite a pretty sick livery, driven by a young Mark Webber and Alex Young. And then it's debutante Toyota with Alan McNish and Mika Salo. A huge project which never actually worked out, and it was one of the biggest, or one of the bigger failures in Formula 1 in terms of a big name joining the sport, putting a lot of money into it, and the project just never really got going, and no race wins for the team. After that we go to Jaguar, and they also had, much like Toyota, an unsuccessful stint in Formula 1. They didn't put as much money into it as Toyota did, also they lasted half the time, but they were bought out and are still existing currently in the form of Red Bull. Now this 2002 squad was raced by Pedro de la Rosa and Eddie Irvine. We then go to Sauber, who are still knocking about on today's grid, and of course will become Audi in 26. Now around this time they were a team searching for young drivers. In 2001 they found Kimi Räikkönen. He got signed to McLaren for 2002, so they replaced him with a young-faced Felipe Massa, partnering him quick Nick Heidfeld. After that, we go to Jordan, and this was kind of the beginning of the downfall for them. 2001 was, I'd say, the last year they were really genuinely competitive, and they started to fall away. Giancarlo Fisichella, Takuma Sato, their drivers, of course, they would win a race in 2003, but generally the trend was downwards, and this was still in partnership with Honda, Mugen as their engine supplier. A decent year for them, but like I said, they started to go downhill. We then go to BAR, and at this point they're a 4-year-old team who of course brought out the old Tyrrell F1 team, eventually would become Honda, then Braun, and currently Mercedes, so also still existing on the current grid like Red Bull in a kind of different form, a different vein. Back in 2002 though, Olivier Panis, their driver, alongside the 97 champion Jacques Villeneuve, who this entire project was built for, and ultimately it was a huge failure with massive unreliability. And now we break into the big boys, starting off with Renault. They bought out Benetton at the end of 01 into 02, and they had a very promising roster with Jenson Button as one of their drivers, partnered up with Jarno Trulli. They had Fernando Alonso as a reserve driver in the background, which really highlights how good the operation was to begin, and they had that kind of factory backing from the get-go. They took a big step forward from 01 to 02, and eventually, as we know, would win the title in 05, 06, and still exists today in the form of Alpine. Next up we have BMW Williams, a partnership of course which ran from 2000 to 2005, and from 01 to 04 they had the same driver pairing, Juan Pablo Montoya and Ralf Schumacher. An iconic set of liveries, a race-winning machine, just never quite had enough for the championship. Also, really the last era where Williams were relevant and had a car capable of achieving spectacular results. And then we go over to Woking, to McLaren. Kimi Räikkönen, in his debut year for the team, taken over from Mika Häkkinen, who is still on sabbatical, and David Coulthard as his teammate. Who knows, Mika hopefully might return someday, but for now he's still away. And in 02, McLaren were kind of rediscovering themselves and, locked into a car concept which they couldn't really get away from, but they were quick, and they were a good partnership, a good team. '02 though wasn't quite their year, and it wasn't their year because Ferrari were at the helm, and this was one of their most dominant seasons ever alongside 2004. Michael Schumacher, Rubens Barrichello forming the dominant partnership, and this was the car that clinched Michael's 5th championship at the end of it. And at this point Ferrari were just a pristine, smoothly ran operation. And I want to highlight how many colourful, iconic liveries we've had in this entire grid rundown. There is genuinely only a handful, maybe 2 liveries that I think are mid, but the rest are genuinely epic and iconic. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get into the racing and let's see what things are like here at the A1 ring. So here we go, 8 laps of Austria at the A1 ring for this video. Let's have some fun driving in the orange arrows, V10, naturally aspirated, no DRS, no ERS, no KERS. Easy does it, up towards turn 1, trying to avoid contact if possible. Everybody getting through in one piece. Now then, up towards the next hairpin, we're going to get challenged by our teammate Enrico Benoldi, but we just go late on the brakes. Everybody taking it very slowly through turn 3, so we're just going to carve our way through the middle. Oh my god, the engine note is just incredible. Through we go. We pick up the Sauber into turn 3. We've got a yellow in front and a dangerous rejoiner. I think that's a Ferrari. As we try to pick a line, we're going to pick up the Jordan and the BAR and the Ferrari. We pick them all up at once and move into P10. Oh my god, understeer. Now, I believe the top 6 scores points in the 2002 point system, so we still need to put some work in. We've got some ground to make up. We've got a yellow, and that's a BAR, I think. Backwards, we've got another slow mover ahead, so that's now us up into 9th place. Classic Assetto Corsa AI, giving us some chaos in the initial stages of the race. We've got Williams here, slow-moving Williams ahead, so he must have got caught up with the BAR at turn 1. Right, let's see if we're trying to hang with an Arrows, which wasn't one of the best cars. Running maximum difficulty here with the AI. Let's see if we can try and lock in and make some progress. That Jag is getting away, I think it's a Jag, ahead of the Williams. Also want to see if this is Montoya or Ralph Schumacher ahead of us. As he's now making progress and catching back up to that Jaguar. That was a lovely couple of corners there. We've got that hooked up nice. Let's try and get our apexes, and that will help us out a lot. Oh, I just had to wait there to get the throttle down. But now we've got a slipstream on Ralph Schumacher. Got a yellow to turn 1 again, and we've got another few casualties, so that gives us 7th place. Another yellow, not sure why, must be further back, unless, no, is that a car? Yes it is. Another couple of casualties, but I think those are lap cars. Yep, lap traffic, no position gain, so we stay 7th place. That was Benoldi, our teammate, I think with the Jaguar, so they got tangled up on the last lap. Let's try and get these two and get into the top 5. That would give us points. Even if we just pass Ralph right now ahead of us, that would give us a point. So much understeer with these things. Just nothing on the front end at all. Have to wait so long to pick the throttle up. But look at the exit, there it is. Ralph, slow, off the corner, and we get in front. And now we can have a crack at the Jag of either Irvine or Pedro de la Rosa. And we're going to get the exit. I think it's de la Rosa. We're going to pull alongside in a drag race. Another yellow at 1. It's the same 2 from before. No, that's a Renault, I'm pretty sure. Nope, no position gain, so that was a lapped car. Meanwhile, up ahead, we've got yellows again. Is it still lap traffic from the last lap? Yes, it is. Benoldi and the Jag just stuck there, so they're going to be spectating for the rest of the race. Meanwhile, De La Rosa is completely broken away, so we've got to try and catch back up again amongst all that chaos. Just enjoy some of the V10 engine note. Cosworth V10 on this Arrows. Oh, car off. Is that full position? No, it isn't. It's a lapped car again, so we're just getting cars stranded on the edge of the track. Once again, tucked in behind De La Rosa. Through turn one, we've got the same stranded cars as before. This time we've got the exit, so we're going to get a shot and a chance to pass De La Rosa here. Up towards turn three. Side by side, De La Rosa two wheels it. Bit of contact as I tried to get the switch back. Another slipstream battle as we race down towards turn number 4. At the inside, a bit more wheel-to-wheel contact. We're really going for it. Still going at it. De La Rosa holds on for now, although we get the exit. Gonna switch back underneath. Oh my god, there's just no front end. I tried to avoid that. Just went straight off the track. Come on. Let's try and get Pedro here. Get into that top 5. That was good. Decent corner cut there for the last corner without losing the back end. Into turn 1, we'll just set up the exit. Pedro's wide. This is the one. Come on. Another drag race. Look at that. It's a dead heat. Oh no. I mean, way too hot. It's bumper cars out here. Oh my days. De La Rosa's fighting back on the top end speed. Come on. Still going at it. I think we've got it. We've run him wide. Brake late. And I think now we've gone through, finally. Oh my god, what a scrap. Don't get me wrong. It got dirty, it got ugly. But I don't care, we got it. And that's P5. I think the cars ahead now are a long way away, so we're going to be just trying to run at a good pace on our own in clean air and get to enjoy the mod for what it is. Let's try and see if we do a couple of purple laps. We go purple in sector 3. Let's try and see what kind of pace we can do in this thing. Not purple, interestingly. Oh my god, look at the car park there. That was insane. So race finished. Looks like P4 for us. We are catching. The cars ahead a little bit, but not by much. Last corner, bring it home. P5, and we'll score a couple of points. Not the cleanest of races from the AI, but a lot of fun, and the noise is insane. Well, there we go, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. A little bit chaotic, definitely. There's better tracks for the AI on this game, but I wanted to use this specifically because of the A1 ring, sponsor ring, sticker ring, which was very true to the time and adds that kind of immersion feel. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'll leave everything linked down below, and hopefully the track you drive it on will be better than this one in terms of how the AI behave. But anyway, the mod's super good quality, a really fun to drive actually, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. Like the video, subscribe, let's try and smash over 2,000 likes, and we've got some more of these videos coming up in the future. So yeah, cheers for watching, guys. As always, a big shout out to the members, and I always appreciate you guys in the comments. Check out the 2 videos on screen, all the mods linked down below, all my channel sponsors, discounts, affiliate codes, all linked down below. And yeah, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Take care, and let's go back from me. Ciao.